we are here in Whitby, and today we are visiting Whitby Abbey. Beautiful day. How impressive. Oh wow, look at that.
This would have been indoors and not covered in soil.
If there's one building in Whitby that refuses to be ignored, it's this place. It's perched on top of the cliffs. Whitby Abbey has been watching over the town for well over 1,000 years, and it's seen just about everything. The story dates back to 657 AD, when the abbey was founded by King Oswy of Northumbria. It was led by Abbess Hilda, who turned it into one of the most important religious centres in Anglo-Saxon England. Think of it as the Oxford or Cambridge of its day, attracting scholars from across the kingdom. In 664 AD, Whitby Abbey hosted a huge meeting called the Synod of Whitby. It might not sound very exciting, but the decision made here changed the future of Christianity in England. So yes, some pretty big history happened right where we're standing. Unfortunately, the abbey didn't have the easiest life. Viking raiders turned up in the 9th century and destroyed the original monastery. After being abandoned for years, it was rebuilt by the Normans, and the spectacular Gothic ruins you see today began to take shape. Things were going well until Henry VIII came along. During the dissolution of the monasteries in 1540, the abbey was closed, stripped of its valuables, and left to slowly crumble. In a way, that's why it's so beautiful today. These dramatic ruins are the result of nearly 500 years of nature doing its thing. And if the place looks a little spooky, that's because it is. Well, at least in fiction. When author Bram Stoker visited Whitby in the late 1800s, these haunting ruins inspired part of his novel, Dracula. In the story, Dracula arrives in Whitby after his ship crashes into the harbour below, before making his way up towards the abbey. Since then, Whitby has become one of Britain's most famous Gothic destinations. So as you wander through these towering arches, you're not just looking at an old ruin. You're standing where monks once lived, where history was made, where Vikings attacked, where Henry VIII left his mark, and where one of the world's most famous vampires found a home in literature. Not bad for a pile of old stones. The ruins that we see today are from the 13th century onwards. The first Benedictine church on the headland was a smaller but still impressive stone building in the Romanesque style. It is impressive, isn't it? It's kind of in the Gothic style, mimicking that of York. We came last year and we didn't come in because I thought, well, you can see it from outside, but actually you can't really. You see an awful lot more when you come inside. So this is what it would have looked like. That's what it looks like now. So this was handed over to Henry VIII's commissioner. Obviously Henry VIII, who wanted to get divorced from the Pope in Italy. The Pope would not let him get divorced. So he decided to form his own church, the Church of England, and got rid of all Catholic religion. And then eventually it was leased by a rich man and bought by a rich man, and then they dismantled it slowly. It's impressive though, you can still see kind of the remainders of all of the carvings and stuff. Look there. There's like a rosette or something there. Beautiful.
Someone has put in these to show you the old outline.
Oh yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, you can see it's basically been stripped.
It's been stripped from it. Rather than Henry VIII kind of dismantling it, it was kept as it was, and then it was dismantled over the years by future owners who probably needed the material to build their own houses. Oh, what's this? Do you want to get in it? Try it out for size? You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that little turret up there. Look at that view and the crashing waves in the distance. What a lovely location, but I imagine it would have been quite tough to live up here in the winter. So that was Whitby Abbey. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for joining me, and see you again soon.